when a man offers to take care of you, it can feel very flattering. It can feel comforting and even stabilizing. But care in itself is not proof of alignment. It could be an expression of control, an expression of obligation, an expression of performance, and worst of all, manipulation. Without clarity on why he wants to care for you, you may end up mistaking provision for partnership. There has to be a why behind his care. And asking yourself, why would he want to take care of me, is not suspicion. It is discernment. In fact, it's the first step of discernment. Does he care because he values your essence and wants to see you thrive? Does he care because he wants to control and put you on a leash? Does he care out of genuine love, or is it performative? A way to appear noble? Does his care emerge from abundance or from a need to feel needed? The intention behind the care matters as much as the care itself. You have to differentiate between inspiring care and extracting care. You can ask yourself, how do I inspire him to want to do that? And this is the second half of discernment, the second part of discernment. A man who offers care out of inspiration, this is because of who you are, how you carry yourself, and how he feels in your presence, is profoundly different from a man who offers care out of extraction. With extraction, this is because of what he thinks he can get in return. Inspired care is sustainable. Extractive care is transactional. In psychology, your internal working model is the mental framework that you use to understand relationships. Now, without one, you respond only to surface gestures instead of deep truths. Now, if your model is survival-based, you will accept any form of provision as love. And if your model is alignment-based, then you will look deeper. Does this man's care align with his integrity? Does it align with his vision? Does it align with his ability to sustain the relationship in a healthy way? Having an internal working model means you don't just ask, is he giving to me? But you also ask, who is he? Really, who is he? And what kind of life does his love lead me into? Falling for him out of survival means you are choosing from lack. This is a need to be rescued, a need to be secured, or even stabilized. This often leads to entanglements, because the moment his provisions wavers, the entire relationship collapses. Now, falling in alignment means you are choosing from fullness. You already care, you already carry self-worth. And his care becomes an addition, not a lifeline. In alignment, you can both expand. A man taking care of you is not the gift. The real gift is understanding why he desires to do so, and how his care flows from a place of integrity, inspiration, and alignment. Not performance or control. Without this awareness, you risk mistaking survival for love. In short, care without discernment is survival. Care with alignment is love. My people, heal. Heal.